Hello, hello, my lovely people coming in. Hello. I'm gonna talk to you about some stuff before I start playing. Sorry. Do. You see this? I'm gonna show you. Look how pretty that is. This is Porworth. It's not finished. Still got all that to spin yet. Hello, sis. You all right? So that's Porworth. That will be getting finished. But tonight, I want to show you Linda's yarn. It needs washing and setting, but let's just pick a random strand, roughly how thick it is. But it'll fluff up once it's been washed, so I'd say it will more go for the bit that's not as stressed. So yeah, roughly about a DK once it's been. I'm all right. Gonna phone you tomorrow because I need a chat. So yeah, I'm gonna phone you tomorrow. If you haven't already, a new video's up. This is 200 grams of Perendale, and I'm in love. Can't quite get the right colours now, but they are just, oh my God, I love them. And to say I used colours out of my comfort zone, I've ended up with my colours in it, so that's all good. Hi, Trisha. You was finishing the video. Thank you. Hi, Laurie. Brilliant. It'll probably be about 10 o'clock for you, 9 o'clock for me. Round about that time, maybe a bit later, if that's all right, Bob. Got some news for you. And I can't say it's good news, but, well, it's not good news for me. It might be for everyone else. Hey, Mr. Doughboy, how are you doing? I love how it turned out. I enjoy making rainbows like that. Yes, well, I'd never used these colours for myself. So it was something to take me out my comfort zone. And do you know what made me do it? Doing these sponsored dye videos. I've so enjoyed doing them, and I've only got 2 left to do. Got one tomorrow and one on Monday. If anybody else would like to sponsor a dye video, contact me. And then, so yeah, I've done Linda's yarn. It is now plied. It just needs setting. It's actually blue, not black. I don't know if you can see it. It's a tanzanite blue. Hey, Jules. Vicky loved your video, and thank you and Hunter for her TARDIS yarn. Oh, spin your sparkly blue on my new to me herring Brentwood. Beautiful wheel. Boy, it's fast. I'm calling it Gonzalez. That's cool. Hi, Tracy. I'm not a fan of many colours, but I love the spectrum, so I use them all. That is absolutely fantastic, Trisha. I like a good spectrum, but do you know, I'm very orangey red tonight because I've got nowhere to put my ring light that's just perfect in the right spot. So until I get a little table that I can put my ring light on, you're going to have to cope with me being orange. So yeah, we're going to apply for my centre pull ball. I put my centre pull ball onto my hand card just because it stops my yarn bath, and I'd rather have no yarn bath and a nice even ply and use this. Nothing's ever perfect, Trisha, and that's why I like it. Because I aren't perfect. So yeah, we're gonna ply from a centre pull ball. This here is 2 ends. We've got one from the middle and one from the outside, and we're about to ply them together. But yeah, I don't like yarn bath. I don't like sorting it. It does my head in. And I've found I don't get as much. I won't say I won't get any, because I probably will. But I don't get as much if I put it on here, on my carder. So yeah, let's go. I'm going to point you down and we'll get going. I just Googled herring Brentwood. What a beautiful Art Deco wheel. Love it. It is, isn't it, Tracy? They are very, 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 very pretty. I will definitely give it that. I'm going to have to bring you around here so you can see what I'm doing and what the wheel's doing. Do, 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 do. Sorry, I've got a song in my head and I keep singing. It's not good, but it often happens. So I'll split the two and I'll just pop that through the middle and then we'll get playing. I want to go that way. Right, that's way too close to me. Don't want to go that way. Will you go that way? Thank you. So here we go. And I just pull it off, as you can see. I'm already getting yarn bath, but we'll sort that. It's easier to sort when it's wrapped around this than it is when it's all come out. You grab a cup of tea, darling. Don't worry about it. So as we all know, Lance likes to make a bit of noise while we're plying, because that's just Lance. He doesn't make much noise while I'm doing a single, but the second I start going the opposite direction, he's like, what are you doing to me? But I don't mind, because it means I can hear him. Quite compact. I'm taking it away from my camper this weekend. Oh, that's brilliant. Tracy, Whisper is Barb. Natalie is Crochet Planet. It is the tailor's orders time for Ursula, yes. Can you not tell by the bright yellow? It's the only time I do bright yellow. I do know you love this colourway. And there will be another one being made at some point, because all you spinners are going to have to keep your eyes peeled. Eyes out. Good God, that'd be an horrible experience, wouldn't it? keep your eyes peeled, because come summer, I am going to be putting out a Disney princess colorway theme for bats, and then after that will be heroes and villains. Not necessarily Disney, but it could be any of them. I'm located in Lancashire, England, Laurie, and I'm originally from Yorkshire, which is why I don't have the Lancashire twang. It's why you can understand me. Hi, Kim. Hi, Geka. Guten Abend. Hi, Jen. You all right, love? I don't think I saw you come in. The only problem with using your carding brush is obviously the tines sticking to your legs, and it can hurt. So sometimes I put it outside of me. Oh, Lee. I don't think I've ever been there. So we've got two Laurie M's. So we've got Laurie M in Canada and Laurie M in America. Sorry, my daughter just did something really weird and it really put me off. What? No, I don't. It's very pretty, isn't it, Laurie? He's making some noises, Lance, tonight. Hello to many names. He is feeling chatty tonight. He must be taking over Gwen's position because he knows that she can't be used. So he's giving us a natter, and isn't it a manly natter as well? It's a lot deeper than Gwen's. I like it. Oh yeah, thanks, Bab. Remember those thummies, my lovely little peoples. My little fibre artists. Just change hook. Well, not change hook. I can't change hook. I move the hook. Hi, Brenda. You're playing with your Jacobs, but it's brittle and has quite a few neps and bits of VM. Oh, wonder why that is. It could have just been that the sheep was poorly at that point. Brenda, you do get some brittle fleeces, I'm afraid. And when they go to the actual mill, the mill don't check these things. They just shove it in a big wash basket and card it or comb it or whatever it is to do with it. It is a very small world, Jen. Are you spinning on a Louette Sadie? No, this is an Ashford Kiwi 2 gearcar. I haven't had the pleasure in spinning on a Louette. So this is how I spin from a centre pull ball. Possibly and it's older, so don't know if I knew if a new fleece would be nice. Not technically, Brenda. It all depends on whether the sheep's had a good year that year. It could have been stressed at some point. It could have had a bad lambing. It could have even, because sometimes, as my husband says, sheep just wake up to either die or get poorly. They can be quite fragile creatures, so they take a bit of looking after. So great credit to most sheep farmers because, well, especially when they're going into lambing, it can be quite hard work. From what I've heard, from what I've been told, I can't say because I have never had the experience. But then you talk to some other farmers and they're like, oh, they're a breeze. You just got to be careful of foot rot and fly strike. Hi, Laurie. They can get colic, yes. Hey, it's all right, Wendy. You can be late if you want, sweetheart. That's gone the wrong way. Let's have a look. Surprised that the Icelandic is nicer so far. So am I, because I don't like Icelandic. It does make it a lot easier to control on the handle of my, what do you call it? It's a hand carder. And it don't slip anywhere because it grips onto stuff because it's obviously got teeth. Don't worry about being late, Wendy Woo.
Lorian, what names are you looking for? Hey, Nat. You're right, sweetie pie. My grandson's maiden name is Draper. Oh, cool. Hi, Maribel. Oh, I thought it was your ball winder. I'm clearly not paying attention to you. Trey, don't worry about it, Tracy. My horse had colic once. Wasn't fun. No, I can imagine that, Laurie. I've got two Lauries. So what? Laurie Murphy, you're just Laurie. And Laurie M, you're Laurie M. Sounds like L'Oreal. Hi, Barbara. There's people's comes in. So, for those that are just coming in, I am playing from a centre pull ball that I have put onto my hand carder because it's the way I prefer to do it because I don't like dealing with yarn bath. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do get a little bit of yarn bath, but it is easier to sort out than the whole of the centre of the ball coming out. Who's Wriggles? Don't forget the thumbs up, lovelies. Oh yeah, thanks. I am all good, sweetheart. How are you doing? Talking between each other. That's cool. I have to get my glasses clean. Well, just grab a piece of paper, Yeka, and then you can clean them. Oh, she's talking to you, Barbara. Sorry. Sorry. I had a bit of a senior moment there. You think your glasses need a bit more than just a bit of tissue paper to clean them? That's fair enough. Just spit on them. It'll stop them from steaming up as well then. Oh, I've missed some. Sorry, I will concentrate. It seems to be working quite well. I've done the same with a glitter baton. That was my daughter's. Cool. Hook! Hook! I've moved the hook. Don't worry. I have British royalty ancestors. Hi, Divergent. How are you? My family name is Payne. Cool. Oh, wow. You see, unless you're from North Yorkshire, I won't have a clue about anybody because I only literally travel 12 mile over the border. Hi, Crystal. Good night, darling. Love you too. You have a nice sleep. So just say night to Kimmy.
See what I mean? That would have been loads of yarn barf coming out then, but that stopped it, and I were able to just sort it out. How cool is that? Oh, yeah, you see, I'm Yorkshire born, Yorkshire bred. I traced my ancestry. I was born in Skipton, which is North Yorkshire, and I traced my family line back to 15, I think it was 1526 on my dad's side, the Guy side. Hi, Kim. Hi, Julie. Hi, Trish. So yeah, I traced my family line back quite a way, 1526, I think it was. And do you know, we only moved 14 miles from a tiny little village called Kettlewell down to Skipton. And I found out I'm rather inbred. I had a Sarah guy marry a John guy. They were cousins. And you know, it's not like keeping it in family. No wonder I'm tapped. Oh, night, Keka. Love you, darling. Sleep well. Your grandmother's maiden name was Brown. See, we have Bullock in our family. I know it sounds like bollock, but it's not. It's Bullock. Hook, hook, hook. I know you're all screaming hook. That's good then. That's good then. If you love my crazy ass, that's good. That's good. Your grandparents were first cousins, were they too, Laurie? Oh, well, we can be inbred together then, eh? Fascinating to research your ancestry. All mine are from England and Scotland. Kettlewell's a lovely little village. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to just bring this in front of me for a minute. I don't know why. I was shocked, to be fair. We didn't move very far, 13 miles in something like 300 years. Like, seriously. My dad's grandpa was Mongolian and we are in US. So he travelled away. He did travel a fair way. My mum's side, where we managed to trace back to 1196, and my dad's side 1432. Do you know what it was, Barb? I got as far as 1526, and to be fair, it got that confusing. My mind got boggled, and I just went, I can't do anymore. A lot of my family is English. My last name before I was married was Stone. Ah, like Josh Stone. I think she's English. Lots of families were inbred donkeys years back. Well, that is true, Jen, but I like to believe I'm the only one. Yeah, I'm the crazy one. I'm not joking. What do you expect when you don't move far? Well, yeah, exactly, Laurie, exactly. 13 miles in 300 years. We did well, didn't we? I mean, come on. My mum's side was from Swiss nobility. Swiss
nobility. Ooh, posh, get you. But naturally, we descend from the one person that was disgraced and scratched off. Oh, poor Barb. I got as far back as 1906 or 6 when my great grandparents came to the US from Cornwall area. Ah, Cornwall. I've never been to Cornwall. I'd love to go one day because there's a place called Tintagel that I would like to go to. It's got a castle, and it's where Arthur's dad was meant to have died. Luther, is it? No, Luther's wife, Merlin, set it all up. I don't know. Or Luther went to go and wait. Luther. I don't think it was Luther. That seems like Superman to me. I've got names mixed up. I found it very fitting, actually. My mum raves about Cornwall. I'm not surprised, Tracy. Merlin's Cave, Tintagel. Yeah, but there's a castle there, Wendy, that you can actually go and visit. I'm trying to remember Arthur's dad's name, and it's going to bug me unless one of you lot know it. I would love to see that castle. Well, if I ever go, I'll film it and I'll put it on YouTube. You know that. Cornwall is beautiful. I bet it is. It sounds beautiful and looks beautiful. I did find out that there were some lazy sobs. I'll just say sobs at the registry. My dad's family's name was long as heck, but it got shorter and shorter over the centuries. It does sound lovely. I'd love to go to Cornwall because it is meant to be a really, 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 really pretty part of England. And it's meant to be warm as well. Like, why haven't I been there yet? Why do I go up north to Scotland where it's cold? Because I like it. Fun fact, but not fully proven yet. My grandma from the other side of the family traces back to King James III. Do you know, I may be connected to King James. Is that the one with the spine? On my nana's side, my mum's side, through my nana, my granddad Hartley. My granddad Hartley had scoliosis. I've got scoliosis, and apparently we can trace it back through our lineage. I haven't done my nana's side yet. I really should. But I just don't have the time nowadays with everything that I'm doing at the minute to go into all that side of things. Oh my word, I've missed loads. Let me come back. Uther, that's the one. Uther Pendragon. Thank you, sis. I knew you'd know. Mother's name was Uren, but folks here always say it wrong. I've probably said it wrong as well then. Uren. You'll have to say it how you'll have to spell it how it's said. I'm researching my dad's side. He came from Black Country near Bam, and my times 3 great granddad and his wife was on the way back from movies. Oh. My hubby's family is from Grindelwald, Switzerland. Cool! The Glacier Valley, surname Atnit or Inadnit. Cool. There is a king in my ancestors as well as Benedict Arnold. Wow, aren't we all cool? Well, look, I've put that up on there. Look, Benedict Arnold. They fell into the canal. They was found arm in arm. He tried to save her. Oh, haha, bear, poor thing. May have changed over the years from wren, like the bird. Ah, cool. My mum's side of the family was from an old town, Thornfeld, in Switzerland. My dad's side, Dutch originally, but married into the family is several other nationalities. Cool. Do you know, I really need to get some glasses sorted. I keep saying this and I still haven't done it, but I should do because my eyes are terrible. Well, this is a different type of conversation from the other night, isn't it? We're not talking weird foods. And I'm so glad we're not. So don't start, any of you. My grandma and my niece both had that. My niece had the op, but they botched it. She had a bad fall and is now paralysed from waist down. Oh, bless her, Jen. I fell down the stairs 2 years ago. Now, well, it's coming up to 2 years in September, October time. And then I lost my job December time in 2019. My dad's last name is Stu. His ancestry is Stuyvesant. Cool. That's us told. That is you told. Told. Don't feel bad, Sadie. A photographer introduced himself to me Sunday and I heard dragon. Still don't know what his name actually is. That is how badly they shortened his name. They did. Oh no, Jen. I know. Hi, Kim. I have scoliosis as well, but only a 23-degree bend. Just found out a month or two ago, and I'm 39. Great medical system we have in the US. I found out when I was 13. It was one of my friends that saw the bend, or should I say the hump, that was forming on my back. And I went to the doctors. The doctor said, there's nothing we can do until you stop growing. I goes, I have stopped growing, I smoke. He goes, no, Sadie, you're 13, you haven't stopped growing. Little did he realise I had stopped growing. Then I went and got pregnant with Georgia, and then Kane, then Chrissy, then Kim. Ended up having my surgery when I was 29. And yeah, 2 years ago, that were in 2009. And then 2 years ago, I fell down the stairs and it's knocked at least 2 of my screws out of line, which then set off my spine being able to bend and give my hump back again. I have greasy fingers spinning in the grease today. I'm not surprised, Kim. I'm sorry, I really can't spin in the grease. Or should I say, I want to spin in the grease, but I don't want to put them on my combs or anything because of the amount of money that I've spent on them. I really don't want to put them on. So, yeah. Oops. My mum's mum came from Germany and they found out that her last name was actually Grimm. cool after Grimm Brothers. But the employer wrote it as Crim. Ugh. And great grandma would not make a fuss and kept it. Oh, I'd have made a fuss, me. Nah, she slipped on some ice in the garden playing with the dog. Bless her, Jen. I saw on Instagram your fibre looks absolutely gorgeous to spin. It does. I agree, Wendy. Yeah, Wriggles, they did the same with my dad and me. My last name has a spelling error as well. If I missed something from Barbara, ouch, that sounds awful, painful. Praying for you. I stopped growing at 11. I wouldn't. It's all right. Divergent. I'm kind of used to the pain. I've been dealing it with it for so long now. Yes, it's getting worse, but I'm not really one for taking tablets. So it's either put up with it or take my tablets. So I tend to just put up with it. Does spinning in the grease make it more sticky, harder to draft? I wouldn't have thought so, Brenda, simply because it only goes sticky when you wash it, when you don't wash it properly, like what I've done in the past. You have to rewash everything. Spinning in the grease, I would have thought, just feels like you've got oil on your hands. Makes drafting easier. The lanolin causes the fibres to slip gently against each other. There you go, Brenda. Lanolin does make carding and combing hard, and there's a lot of lanolin in the fibre. I got a workout combing this fibre. I bet you did, Kim. I bet you did. So anyway, I was going on the other day about Perrindale. It is definitely one of my new favourite fibres. It's got a longer staple length than Polworth and Rambouillet. It is just as soft. I wouldn't say it's as soft, it's nearly there. It's a lovely, lovely fibre. But yeah, I'd say it were as soft as merino, if not softer than merino. And it's cheaper. And it's like, oh my God. Absolutely gorgeous to spin. Yes, Natalie, spinning Rolex is meant to be easier for beginners, but I never got the hang of it. And to be fair, I've always been a comb top girl, always. Would love to try spinning, but so expensive to start. Right, Divergent. If you would like to try spinning without spending an absolute fortune, same as me, I wanted to know. I got a coffee lid, a pen, well, it were a pencil, a hook, and some tape, and I made a drop spindle. And then I went out to the fields and picked fleece off the floor. Well, not off, at the fields, either off the fences or whatever, and decided that way whether I wanted to go out and actually spend money on something. When you use a drum carder, it goes into a bat, and it's basically, if you roll it up into a huge rolag, it turns into a, what do you call it? Roving.
So you can draft it into a roving. You can spin it from a giant row log. But yeah. Right, so I've missed quite a bit. Hang on. It is expensive. I have no trouble spinning Rolex and I'm a beginner. There you go. Crystal and Nat have a chat. Tracy, Divergent Sadie has great tips for thrifty spinning. I do that. They're later on, shall I say later on, they're further back. They're from last year or the year before on my spinning. Have you considered a drop spindle? Move the hook. I did, darling. Sadie, how do you like spinning on the Kiwi 2? I love it. I'm brand new to spinning and I have my eye on a Kiwi 3. I've not spun on a Kiwi 3, so I can't say, but I do love my Kiwi 2. Me too. I'm discovering I prefer top 2. Yeah. Oh, where that jumped. Well, I will try Rolex and more cone top. That's fine. I would say for the majority of people, it is Rolex that they prefer to spin from. Drunk at bat. Yeah, done that bit. I teach drop spindling with Rolex before I ever set someone at a wheel. Yes, I've always said that you need to practice your drafting and whatnot first. I think Rolex are much easier to manage than other preps. See, I really struggled with Rolex, but that's just me. Divergent, I use drop spindles. I've only been doing it since Christmas. I wouldn't be able to use a wheel at all. Also, what do I do with wool locks? I flicked spin and front lock. I will do a video on that, or you can turn them into Rolex. Not sure how to get it into a bat or comb top to spin. I shall do, because you don't have a drum carder, so you won't be able to make a bat. I don't know. Natalie, do you have a blending board that I'd make mini bats? Hi, Jessica. I have a Kiwi 3 and it's wonderful. There we go. Wow, I'm well behind on chat. I'm a new spinner. Was it easy to draft? Hi, Jessica. I'm spinning with it now, and yes, it's easy to draft. Just have to keep the supply hand loose. So when spinning from a bat, do you have to long draw? No, not at all, Laura. You can spin a bat however you want, sweetheart. There's no rhyme or reason to spinning. In my eyes, you can do what you want, when you want, how you want. If you prefer short forward draw, you do short forward draw. If you prefer back draw, you do back draw. If you prefer long draw, do long draw. It all depends on what you prefer, to be fair. May I ask, hubby, for a drop spindle for Mother's Day? Yeah, go for it. I still use my drop spindle, says Kim. Hi. I have to run, Sadie. Have a great evening and everyone. Bye, Tracy. You have a good day at work, darling, because I know it's like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock for you. Drop spindles are amazing. I've missed. Where are we? There are so many different types and they are relatively cheap. Not in UK. Anyway, I'm not a fan of Rolex either. It's for some reason just easier to spin from the corner of a bat. Yep, I prefer my bats to Rolex in Arnia as well. Take care, Tracy, says Mary Bell. Night, Tracy, says Kim. Take care, Tracy, says Brenda. Okay, says Natalie. Inanna, I have never been able to spin from the corner of a bat like that. See, we all do things completely different. It's cool. Right, I'm going to have to just pop this down because I'm getting well behind on this chat. And it's hurting my neck and my back, sitting the way I'm sitting. So I'm going to do this and I'm going to find where I was. Right, so we've done that bit, we've said night, we've said goodbye, talked about a bat. No, I don't. But looking for one. Right, that's fine, Natalie. You could probably make your own and it'll be a hell of a lot cheaper than going out and buying a blending board, that I can tell you. Get Rob to follow Evie to make one. Yep. Good, I like that. It's weird how we all build our preferences. Yeah, exactly. Everybody is different and everybody prefers a different way of spinning. This is why when I do my videos, I always say, this is how I do it, not this is how you should do it. Because everybody is different. Everybody does it their own way. Excuse me. The only thing I have a problem with is people using weights on the yarn because it doesn't solve the problem. It hides it. If you've got an overspun yarn, either put it back through to and spin it ever so slightly the opposite way to take that extra twist out, or like I do when it's wet, get it your hands in between and sort of like pull it to get the energy to go out, or thwack it if it's a single, but never hang a weight on it because once it dries, it looks absolutely fine. But what then if you wet it again, it all goes back up again into ringlets. And if you've knit or crocheted with it and you get it wet, you aren't getting that piece of work to look right ever again. It ruins stuff. So that's my little thing about weights. I am well behind on chat, so I'm going to just go to the where I'm meant to be. Have I missed what's Kim said? The kids went outside and our new chicks immediately started fussing. Oh, bless. So, yeah, I've probably missed absolutely loads because I can't keep up with chat right now. It's moving really, really quick. Is our Barb going? Where's Barb? Where's Barb? And I have to get Marco's lunch made, sis, so I have to go. Been a long day already. Talk to you tomorrow. All right then, sis. I'll talk to you tomorrow. See you later. Love you. Bye. Mwah. Is Crystal going as well? Bye, Crystal. Have a good day. Love and hugs. It is nearly time for me to go as well soon. And I've missed something else. See, I'm not doing very well tonight's live because we've had such a big conversation that we're all writing loads. I am fearful to drop spindle some though because I am prone to shoulder issues. You don't use your shoulder, you're meant to. Best person I've found to show you how to stand and hold onto your drop spindle is Jazz Turtle, is Esther on Instagram. She's got some good tips for spinning that don't hurt your shoulder or your back. Sadie, why are you plying from a centre pull? I'm plying from a centre pull because that's just how I wanted to two-ply it, Laura. Sometimes if I've only got 100 grams of, say I only had 100 grams of the, oh, come on, Sadie, think Taylor's Orders Time. And I didn't want any left over. So I apply it from a centre pull ball. So then I know I'm using all the single. Just like when I do chain ply, I prefer to chain ply because I'm not wasting any singles. If I do a 2 or a 3 ply, I can guarantee either 1 or 2 of them plies, I am going to be left with quite a bit of a single and not enough to actually do something with. If it's just the way I do things, I don't like waste. Night, Julia. Sleep well, sweetheart. So yeah, I love the look of hand-spun yarn. It's just prettier. I agree, Divergent. Ah, that makes sense. Yes. Good night, Julia. Everyone's saying good night. I'm really sorry if I've missed a comment. Like I said, they are going up so quick tonight, and it's nice that we're all just having a good chat. And you're right, Wendy. I just roll with it. I just roll. I don't. I tried not to have too much stress, because if I stress, then I don't get no work done. If I stress, I cry, and I don't like crying. It just tires me out, and I'm right for that. Once you get the hang of chain ply, Laura, you'll love it. Honestly. Do you not remember me staying up for nearly 24 hours just to get the hang of chain plying last year? Wow. But I did it, and I got there, and I can now chain ply, which is all good. Night, Jen. Oh, I thought Jen were going then, but she's just saying night to all that are going. It is confusing, you're right. I am almost done with my current dirty spin. Sadie, sometimes it's impossible to keep up with chat, and that's fine. Cheers, Kim. I can't even keep up with what you're saying. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. I do believe sometimes I do chat a bit too quick, but we get there. Hubby showed me a handmade spinning wheel with a bicycle wheel, but not sure of that look. Do you know, I have seen that myself. I'm not sure how you would get a bicycle wheel to do it, but who knows? It's obviously been done. I just prefer the look of the old ones because I'm old-fashioned that way. I will have to post a pic on your Facebook page so you can see my progress. Yes, please. Yes, please, Jen. Laurie. It's got Jen underneath and she popped up. Laurie, that's my next one to learn. Chain plying, that is. And you can do that on your drop spindle, Jen. I'm going, everyone. Night all. Love you all. All right, Natalie, you have a good evening, a good night, good sleep, whichever. I've got 2 minutes left, and I'm going to talk for these 2 minutes. Chain plying is easier than it looks. Chain plying is easy after you look at Evie's video. That's how I learned. Yep. Hi, Tamsin. How are you? You haven't been to my live. Night, Marybelle. Or no, I'm getting confused. Is Nat just saying night to everyone? Night, fibre daughter. I saw that too, and though thought of trying it because I have an extra spinning wheel without a wheel. Laugh out loud. And I have a bicycle I'm not using. Well, try it. Try it, Anna. You just never know. And if it don't work, it's not like it's all lost. And if it does work, you've gained. No harm in trying, is there? I had to slow down my wheel, and then I was able to control. Yes, I found you do treadle a lot slower. Have you ever spun tussar silk? I've spun tussar silk blended with other fibres, but never on its own. It's one I do need to do. Happened to catch you at the last minute. Oh, well, you'll be able to go back and watch it. I knew what you meant, Divergent. I'm off. Have a great night, everyone. Yes, well, I'm going as well because I have been on an hour now. Don't forget the thummies as you're leaving or entering, my lovely peoples. I love you all very much, and I want you to have a fantastic evening and or day or morning or afternoon or evening or night or whatever time of day it is, wherever you are in the world, and just do what you love doing. Enjoy it. Love you all. Bye. Oh, before I go, I'll see you Thursday. Tomorrow's sponsored dive video. Thursday is sheep history and live, and Friday I'll be dying again. There you go. Right. I love you all. Bye.